All right, welcome back. In this series of documenting our 6-week challenge techniques, remember this is an intro to Jiu-Jitsu. There are many ways to do all of the techniques that we have put on video. Doesn't make the way that I'm showing right or the only way. It's just the way that we're showing. It's probably the most simple and basic for a beginner to understand. Let's look at an armbar from guard. All right, so let's scoot back some. There we go, good. So remember, close guard means my legs are wrapped around my partner's hips. I'm gonna cross my feet behind. And close guard is basically anytime we start from this closed position. Should be noted that almost anything we do offensively from a closed guard will require us at some point to unlock our feet, right? So there's an infinite amount of open guard strategies. We are not focusing on them. We're just talking about closed guard. I'm gonna make a cross grip, and I like to make this sleeve grip. So I can either go the sleeve or the tricep. Doesn't matter to me, but what I have to do first is break this grip. A lot of times I can put this jack under here, so I raise my hips up, or I can raise my hips up and pull as I drop my hips out. I'm gonna keep a grip on his sleeve with my left hand. My elbow is gonna be tight to my body. My right hand is gonna go over and behind his elbow. We're gonna make what's called a false grip. So I make this hooking action. I bring my elbow to my rib cage. I basically want his elbow in my belly button. All right, so at the same time, I'm gonna bring my left knee behind my partner's shoulder. This gives me like an extra form of grip. So right now, I have 3 points of contact. My left knee, my right hand, and my left hand. So when my partner goes to retract his hand, he's pretty well stuck in there. It's maybe not forever, but for a good while, okay? So here we are. I need to get his head offline. So I'm gonna bring my right leg up, and I cut an angle. Much like all the techniques that I show in Jiu-Jitsu, we gotta get an angle. My right leg is gonna crush down. I'm gonna turn loose of his hand with my left hand. I'm gonna push his face away. Now my hamstring comes in front. There's a lot of debate about crossing your feet or not crossing your feet. I think it's completely acceptable to cross your feet, but the way that you cross your feet is important. So if you choose to cross your feet, the head side needs to be on the bottom. Because if not, if you look, now there's all this space for him to move his head around. So the head side on the bottom, if you choose to cross your feet, I'm not saying to or not to. My knees pinch really hard, and now I extend my hips up while gluing his pinky to my sternum. So up. Let's do that angle one more time. So big pull, cross grip, this false grip behind his elbow. My knee comes in behind. I'm gonna get an angle, and I'm gonna chop. Push his face away. If you cross your feet, it's fine, just the head side has to be on the bottom. And then I just extend my hips up, gluing his pinky to my rib cage. So without a partner, the motion that I'm looking for is this bridging motion up. So I'm hyperextending his elbow while locking his shoulder and his wrist in place. Let's get another angle here. Oh, sorry. So cross sleeve grip to my elbow. My knee comes in behind his shoulder. I need an angle. I'm gonna chop, pinch, and here's my arm bar. One more angle. All right. So, as I stated, There are many, many, many ways to do an armbar from guard. That is just the most basic and easy way. Stick around in jiu-jitsu and you'll learn about 1,000 more ways to do an armbar from guard and from every other place. Till then, let's try this one. Thanks, guys.